Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am Sandy if you are new, and I invite you to subscribe and hit that notification bell. Today I am working on my Christmas cards. I know I am way behind schedule. My craft fair got me way behind schedule, but I am still going to do my Christmas cards. So come join me. I have some new stamps and some stencils and also some embossing, well, just one embossing folder, and I am going to check those out to see about using those for my Christmas cards this year. Now I have other videos, I'll link those down below or up above in the cards so you can see some of the Christmas cards I have made in the past. And yeah, so let's get started. So one of the things I am testing out tonight, I picked up these Stampers Anonymous Tim Holtz Christmas stamps and stencils. So you get this stencil with the candy stripes and this little, I would call it kind of a fern. And with that stencil, you also got this stamp set here. So you got the, it probably shows up better here. You got all of these. I love that Santa and the December 25th. And then the other pack came with the stars and the Christmas trees. And then it came with this stamp set. And so I thought I would play around with these for my cards this year. You can check out my videos for cards I've done in the past, and I absolutely love the cards I've done in the past, so I probably will do some of those as well and do kind of a mixture. But I also wanted to kind of try these out as well. And this brush probably needs a little cleaning off, so I'm just going to kind of clean it off on this side, because I am just testing these stencils out first. So I'm going to start with, I have Fired Brick. I do not have Lumberjack Plaid yet, so I think I will probably work on getting that. I just haven't ordered it yet. The other thing I might try with these stencils is using my Distress mica stains with these stencils as well. So I'm just going to try my hand at these. And I got this new silicone mat from scrapbook.com. They were having a really big sale. I forget what I got it for, but I got it. It was cheap enough where I thought, well, I'm going to get that. So I'm testing that out as well. It's supposed to kind of help keep things from slipping and moving around. The one thing I need to research is, I'm not sure how it does with, can I put inks and stains? Will they wipe right off? So let's take a look at that. Oh, that looks really nice. So I'm trying to think of how I would use that on a card. If I would lay it maybe across a card like that, and it would go across the middle. So those are some things I need to figure out, because these are kind of narrow. Let's see, line that back up. And then let me try, the green I have is Mowed Lawn, so let's see if I like Mowed Lawn with this. And this probably needed cleaning off as well, but I'm just going to go with it. We'll see what happens. So with this stencil, it's probably best just to go straight up and down. Let's take a peek. Oh yeah, that looks pretty cool. Oh, I like that. That's nice as well. And the other two stamps I'm probably going to use, I got these from Recycle Loves over on Instagram. Some vintage stamps. Not sure when they were made, but they're really cute. Okay, so I like that stencil. Let's check out this stencil. So I'm going to keep with the green. Right, see how that looks. Cute. So that could be cute on the front of a card as well. And I could kind of repeat it, and it would be cute to either stamp the snowman or the Christmas tree. Also, one of these stamps, like, and have yourself a merry little Christmas. Yeah, are these all connected? Let's take a look. Are these all separate? Okay, so it's all connected. So, and have yourself a merry little Christmas is all one stamp. And then I'm guessing joy is separate. Yeah, joy is its own stamp. And then peace on earth is its own and dashing through the snow. Okay, cute. And then these are all individual stamps, you can see. I love Santa Claus Post Office, Via the North Pole, special delivery. These are really cute. Some of these would be cute to put on the envelopes as well, for sure. You know, I did not grab a yellow. Let me grab a yellow for the stars. That would be cute. I was looking for fossilized amber. Okay, let's see what fossilized amber looks like. I think a pretty midnight blue would look nice as well. The stars, depending on what look you're going for. I like that. That's nice. And I think I'll use the archival black. And the stamping of the letters. I am going to try that on this. Okay. Could be darker. Maybe I need to prime up the stamp first. I'll have to get my stamping station out when I do the real cards to line it up. Okay. And I think it's supposed to, from the photo, you can tell it's supposed to look a little distressed. Yeah. That looks nice. Alright, so I think that's a real possibility to use these. I'm going to check out these other stamps real quick. Show these to you. this in the red. Oh, that looks really cute. And then let's try the tree in the green. See how that looks. Oh, could have done that a little bit better. But that looks really nice. These stamps have held up well. Okay. Those are really cute. So let me get some of my card bases ready. And I think I'll definitely use some white, but I also have some craft cardstock color as well as some like red and green. So, and I think it would be fun to use some of this as well. All right. So I will be back. So I'm back. I want to show you some of the cards that I made using these stencils here, the Tim Holtz collection, as well as these stamps from that same collection. There's that one. And then here's this one here. So I also used this embossing folder, and it is these ornaments. That's what this embossing folder is. So I made some cards, and then with these stamps, I did some embossing. So you can see that showing up there. And then the other thing I did after I did the embossing was I did some inking up of the embossed image, the ornaments. And then I also used these distress crayons to kind of highlight and give a little shimmer. I don't know if that shimmer shows up on the camera on the ornaments themselves. So let me flip through these. So I just took each heat embossed image and put a little strip of cardstock behind them. And then I did some stamping inside. So this Merry Christmas, this is from an older stamp set that I have. And then the Santa is from the Tim Holtz. And then another Dashing Through the Snow in the green, and I like the sweater background. And just, again, some more of the little stamping. So I still need to write on the inside of these. I love this yellow, and I love these little bottle brush trees on this one. And then here I did some stenciling in the background, the stars. And then here's another one, the Dashing Through the Snow. And then a simple little stamp. And I got this at, I think, Michael's, Tim Holtz stamp. And the detail is really good on it. You can see that. And more of the stenciling. And then here's some Tim Holtz. And so on this one, I did the spraying. So I'll show you all that here in a minute. And I sprayed after I embossed. And then here, the matte is actually some of the Distress mica sprays. And love how those turned out. And then the embossed Santa. And then I did some of the stenciling in here and another little stamp. And then here's another Tim Holtz. And the shimmer spray. And then a little stamp inside. And then here's some more Tim Holtz ephemera, scrap of scrapbook paper, and the yellow again, and then the stenciling on the inside. And this is a stamp that I've had for a while. Probably got it at Michael's or Joann's. And then here's a cute little, and this mat is this glitter paper of Tim Holtz, and it's sticky on the back. And I love this, how this came out. And then here I did stenciling down the middle, the candy stripe. And then here's another embossed Peace on Earth, Tim Holtz stamp. And then I matted behind it. And this is the blue mica distress spray. And then the stamp inside. So you don't need to buy a whole lot of stamps. You can just buy a few and change it up. Here's a cut apart, and I added a sticker to the cut apart. And those were from a Michael's paper pad. And then the stamp on the inside. So those are all the ones made with these stamps and these stencils and these mica sprays and this embossing folder. And I got this embossing folder on Amazon. I'll try to remember to link that below. And then I use the Tim Holtz Distress mica stains, the Christmas ones, both sets, Christmas 1 and Christmas 2. Now, if you don't have all that stuff, you can still make some really fun and beautiful cards. And so let me show you some of the other cards that I made. So here I just took some scrapbook paper. I had a pad of paper. It was an 8.5 by 11. I probably got it at Hobby Lobby. And I just did some cut aparts, and I added some really pretty glitter cardstock to mat that. And then just did the stamping on the inside. So, you know, you just can get some scrapbook paper. Oh, here's one more of the ornament. Sorry, I thought I'd showed all of them to you. And here I just did a cut apart of cardstock and then a sticker and then stamped it on the inside. But I think all the rest of these are just cardstock, cut out, scrapbook paper, decorative paper, and stickers. So super easy to make some cards, just a simple little stamp inside. And these cut aparts, these all came, pretty sure, from Michael's stamp pads. Now here I did add, this is an embossed Santa. You can see that shimmer. And just some matte and some stamping. But just on some cardstock. Same on this one. And they're just really cute, unique. And, you know, you get all these cut aparts and paper pads and you don't know what to do with them. Here I added a little sticker and did a little stamping inside. Here's another cut apart from a paper pad. Did some of the glitter cardstock and then stamped on the inside. This is another stamp I had in my stash, older stamp. Another one here, some cut aparts and scraps of paper. Another cut apart. And here I just put a sticker in there. Another cut apart. So it's pretty easy. You can add some matting and decorative strips in the background, or you don't have to. I think they both look equally nice, and I can write my sentiment right there. I love this paper letters to Santa Claus. I think that's really cute. And then again, just to cut apart, and I matted it on some red cardstock. Put a little sticker in there. Another cut apart sticker. So it was fun. It really only took me, you know, kind of half of a day to put these together. I cut all of the card bases first. I cut them down. They are 8 inches this way. So when you fold it in half, you know, you get 4 and 4, and then they're 5.5 inches this way. And I think they're the perfect size for a little card. But I cut all the cards first, all the bases, and then I pulled out all of my cut aparts and things like that, and stickers and and then just kind of started going through the cut aparts and seeing which ones looked good with which card bases that I cut. And then I just glued them in, and then I added some stickers on the inside, or I stamped on the inside, or stenciled. I think this blue paper is really pretty. And then here's another one with some of that glitter paper in the background. So I wanted to show you all how I have to glue that down. Isn't that sweet? Let me show you all how I made these cards here. I'll walk you through the embossing and then decorating them with the distress crayons and also the mica spray. All right, I have my Big Shot here, and the paper that I'm using, I actually picked this up from Hobby Lobby. There are 50 of these cards that are 4 inches by 5.5 inches. So when they're flat, you know, it's 8 inches one way. And so this is what I'm using. And I got those. Always wait till they're on sale. They'll have them on sale like 50% off. And then I have my magic mat. I got this from scrapbook.com. And this is a mat that is really supposed to help when you're primarily when you're doing die cutting. It's supposed to help it last a lot longer. So the way this embossing folder is, I'll show you how I have to angle it in because, you know, I'm using a full card here. And I want the front to go onto this side here. So I want that to be the front. Let's see here. You to be the front, and you to be the back. So I'm going to line that up like that. Oh, first I'm going to spray it with some water. So I just have this little water bottle here. So I just give it a couple squirts of water right onto the paper. And then I line this up in here. And then you have to feed it through this way. So that's what I was wanting to show you. So I have this here. I'll start it on this side so you can see it. So I'm going to line it up, and you want to angle it just a smidge because it can't really handle going in straight. The machine doesn't like that. And then I'll just crank it through. And then I'll show you the reveal. Isn't that pretty? Right there. So let me do one more. Feed it through. So you can crank through and emboss quite a few cards relatively quickly. And then here is the next one. All right, so next let me show you how I decorate these up. All right, so let me show you how I decorated these embossed cards up using the distressed crayons. So all I did here, I think I might do this one again. I really thought that one was pretty. So I'll start one so you can kind of get the idea. And then we'll move on to the spraying technique. So I think I mentioned in my last video that I just kind of rub these on my finger and then just rub them onto the card. And you can see how I smushed them out and about. And on this one you can actually, since you have more real estate to deal with, to work with, you can kind of draw it right on here as well. And this gold right here on the chain is this right here, Antique Paste by Pen Tart Antique Paste. And I got that, I think, off Amazon, pretty sure. So I'm just kind of alternating. I'm going to do some red, and then I'll come in. And if you get too much, it's okay. Don't worry about it. They're homemade cards. They're not supposed to be perfect. I don't know if the shine picks up on the camera, but there's a little bit of shine in there. And I'll come back with the pink. So how is everyone doing? Let me know in the comments below. Christmas has been super busy for me. I haven't been able to do as much crafting as I would like, but getting Christmas gifts ready and things like that is a lot of fun too. I'm trying to remember which color I used here. I think I might have used both of these now that I think about it. Isn't that pretty? I love these colors all together. And you just kind of work with it until you get it to how you like it. So let me finish this one up and I'll be right back. All right, I wanted to come back on here. I've finished coloring in the ornaments, so to speak. And the next thing I wanted to show you was using this gold paste. So I just use my finger and I just grab up a little and I just kind of run it over the chain to kind of make it, give that appearance of it's a gold chain holding these hooks. Just give it a little gold sparkle. You could even put some of this gold on top of the ornaments too. And it's pretty forgiving, so if you get it somewhere that you don't want, you can kind of wipe it up before it dries. Maybe I'll put a little on an ornament, see what happens. Oh yeah, that's pretty actually. Gives it a kind of different little look. But that's how I made these different different cards here. So here I just used these two colors. I used this Fresh Balsam and Merry Mint on this card. And then on this card, these two, I used the Merry Mint, the Tart Cranberry, Cocktail Party, and Shiny Bauble. So that's what I used on these. And then on this one, I did just the Tart Cranberry. And then on some other cards, I did just the Tart Cranberry and the Cocktail Party. So I thought these were really fun. I really enjoyed making these. And you could smush this out even further. So like if you wanted it to ghost out more so that there was less white showing, you can kind of see that on here. So that's definitely an option that you can do. So let me show you how I did the ink spraying. Let me set that up next. So next up, I'm going to show you how I sprayed the cards to get this effect here. So this is just a little box that I'm using for the spraying, and I have my card here. And what I do, and your card, you know, when it gets wet, it can curve, but you can just kind of fold it back to get it into place like that. And when I spray it, it's gonna curve again. But I just lay this down into the box, and I have my fold right here because I'm going to try to not spray the back. As you can see on these two cards, there's just a little overspray, and I don't care about that. It doesn't bother me at all. No one really looks at the back of a card anyway. So I put that down flat in here, and I have my little fold reference. So I just have this scrap of cardstock, and zoom out, make sure y'all can see this. And I just put that right on that fold of the card. And then I also am putting this little paper here too, just as an extra protection. And then I have my cocktail party. And I'm going to try to go for, I think, this similar look as this. So pretty full coverage there. And you want to shake it up. You hear that little bead rolling around in there. You know you got it shooken up well. And get a paper towel ready to do some dabbing. Sorry about the reach. And then you just give it a spray, however much you want. And then you can dab up the excess if you want. You can dry it with a heat tool. So if you have a little heat tool, you can dry it up. Sorry if my head got in the way. And then I might give it one more little spray down there in the corner there. And then that's it. And then I pull this out, and you can see how it looks, and I let it dry. And the more it dries, the more of a shimmer you'll get. So you can see that shimmer on there maybe. And so the more you dry it, you can see that shimmer. And let me do one more. I'll do the blue. You always want to wipe your nozzle when you're done so that it doesn't dry and clog up. So I think I'll do the Winter Frost again. Actually, I might try a different color. I might do the Merry Mint. Give that a try. I have my fold here. Put my card down in there, right at that line there. Put the paper towel in there. Help sop up any extra. I hadn't shaken this one up, so let me shake it up. All right, this one is called Fresh Balsam. Now you could go ahead and spray your papers first and then emboss them. You'd want them to dry pretty much completely before you emboss them. That is so pretty. And you can go darker if you want to go darker. I think I'm pretty good with that. Yeah. Oh, look at that. That's gorgeous. So pretty. Alright, so I thought I wanted to show you real quick how I was doing my Christmas cards this year. So I tried some new techniques with these sprays and the distress crayons, but then I also did some of my old-time favorites of using my scrapbook paper and making cards as well. So I hope you found this helpful, inspiring. Please remember to hit the like button, and if you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button. And you all have a Merry Christmas, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye. Love y'all.